Well, hello, my beautiful Cornerstone buddies. This is Mr. Matt from Classroom 6 coming to you from home, hence no mask. Okay, so I'm sure in morning group with another teacher, you went over the weather today, what the weather's like today. Every day in morning group, we go over what the weather's like and we talk about what we wear during different types of weather. Like when it's raining, you wear like a raincoat. Um, or you carry like an umbrella. Um, when it's cold, you wear a winter coat and gloves or mittens and a hat. When it's hot outside, you wear shorts. Okay, so in different parts of the country, it's either cold, more cold or more hot. You know, like um, some people like who come from like the Dominican Republic, it's usually very hot there. Some people who live in Florida, it's usually pretty hot there. People who live in Alaska, it can get really cold in Alaska. Okay, so we're going to discuss the topic words. All right. And the first topic word, hold on a second here, is rain. And we can see rain right here. Okay, we all know what rain is. Get you wet. Okay. Second topic word is snow. And I hope we don't have any more snow this year. We had some snow not too long ago, and it's, not easy to drive in because you might skid around, slide, and lose control. You have to be careful when you drive in the snow. Shoveling snow is not a lot of fun either, but it's fun to play in. It's fun to go sledding and stuff. And we need the rain for the grass and the plants and the flowers. Okay, so the next topic word is weather. Where is weather? Dee. On our communication board, where is weather? Ah, yes. Weather. Yep. This is just like when we do weather in morning group. We have this symbol when we do the morning weather. Okay, so wind is the next topic word. Let's see what we have for wind. Wind, 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 wind. There's a tornado. See the tornado? The tornado? NTM, it's a twister. Well, I don't see wind. I see a girl named Heather, who is the subject of today's story. Okay, we all know what wind is. It blows things around, blows papers around, and wind also blows the seeds around, so that trees and stuff can grow in different areas. Oh, here's one of the seasons, fall, right here when the leaves fall off the tree. And wait, right now we're in winter, right? They have winter here with the snowman and the snowy tree. And usually, like yesterday, it was really cold, wasn't it? Yeah, I talked to you guys through the Zoom meeting, remember? And poor Miss Helene was wearing a hat and she was freezing. Poor thing. All right, oh, there it is, cold. Yeah, it gets really cold in the wintertime, but hopefully we won't have winter for too much longer. We're in March now, and soon it'll be April, and hopefully things will start warming up. Okay, oh yes, in different states. Different states are discussed in this story. Like here is what the state of Colorado looks like on a map. This is what the state of South Carolina looks like on a map. This is what the state of Texas looks like on a map. This is what the state of Arizona looks like on a map. Ooh, there's California. Oh, there's Florida, where it's nice and warm. And there's New York. New York. Okay. And this is an interesting word right here, damage. You see the guy banging on the block, damaging it with the hammer. Because weather can cause damage to your house. Oh, we can't wait for summer and spring. All right, on to the story. Okay, all different weather. And here's that young lady we talked about. What was her name? Heather? Yeah, Heather was her name. Heather is talking about the weather. Isn't that great? All right. So let's see. We have a picture of a winter with the snow over here. We have a picture of a hot desert with the sun. We have a picture of a dry area. I guess this is like I don't know, sort of like a desert, but not because there's mountains. And here's a nice sunny warm beach. All right. Wish I was there right now, but you? All right. Heather is working on a project. She's working on a project for school. She is making a poster about weather in different areas of the United States. Okay, there she is with her colored pencils and stuff working on the poster. Now, I don't want you to worry about you don't have to log on to do this story with me. You just have to follow along, okay? So you don't have to click on anything, right? Or anything, okay? Alrighty. Heather lives in Colorado. What is the weather like? In the winter, it is cold in Colorado. It snows. Sometimes there are blizzards. You think it's cold here? You should see Colorado in the winter. They have a lot of skiing in Colorado because they have a lot of snow. Sometimes there are blizzards. Blizzards cover the land with snow and ice. So there's Colorado on the map of the United States. And that's where Heather lives. And you can see she's all bundled up here. And this is a picture of Colorado with the snow coming down like a blizzard. Okay, Heather's friend Keith lives in South Carolina. What is the weather like? In the spring, it is warm. It rains. Sometimes there are floods. Floods can wash away land. You might have seen pictures or videos of floods that they've had in places like South Carolina, where the people are in boats and the houses are, you know, washed away and stuff like that. So South Carolina, let's just zoom in a little bit here. All right. So this guy Keith lives right over here. South Carolina was one of the original 13 colonies. And he's wearing a cowboy hat. And he has an umbrella because it rains a lot in South Carolina. He's ready for the weather, like Heather is ready for the weather. I just keep getting a kick out of that. Heather is ready for the weather. Okay. Heather's friend Adele lives in Arizona. What is the weather like? In the spring, it is hot and dry in Arizona. It does not rain much. Sometimes there are wildfires. Wildfires can burn down trees and bushes. You've probably seen that in the news too. The wildfires in California. That's a bad thing. Needless to say. Okay, so let's see. Arizona. Where's Arizona on the map? Right there. More towards the west coast. North, south, east, and west. And she's wearing regular clothes, short sleeve shirt, because it's in the spring, it's hot and dry. All right. Her Heather's friend Isabella lives in Texas. What is the weather like? In the summer, it is hot and sunny. Sometimes there are tornadoes in Texas. Tornadoes can damage houses, trees, and crops. Crops are where we get our vegetables from and wheat and stuff. So here she is in Texas, which is a big state. It's down south. Gets pretty hot in the summer, and you can see the cactus and the hot sun. And let's go back and look at that picture of the tornado on the communication board. Hold on. See, here's the tornado. Spins around, 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 and like picks things up and throws them all over the place. If you remember the Wizard of Oz, Dorothy and her house got picked up in a tornado. People hide in their basements in tornadoes. Luckily, we don't really get them around here. At least I haven't seen one. We don't seem to get them around here. I think there have been tornado warnings, but okay. Heather's friend Sean lives in California. What is the weather like? In the summer, it is hot and foggy. You know what fog is? You ever see fog? It's like hazy. It's hard to see very far ahead of you. Fog is like clouds that are at like ground level, you know? Okay, so sometimes there are earthquakes. Earthquakes can crack the land and shake things up, Earthquakes are scary. We get them here, but not as big and as scary as in California. All right, so here's Sean. Here's sunny California with the water. And California is on the west coast, and it is a big, beautiful state. Yep. Heather's friend Lacey lives in Florida. What is the weather like? In the fall, it is warm and muggy in Florida. Muggy, it like gets warm and like the air kind of makes you sweat. Feels like your face gets sticky with sweat, kind of. All right, so that's what muggy is, warm and muggy. Sometimes there are hurricanes. Hurricanes can destroy trees and buildings. We have hurricanes here too. Thankfully, we haven't had a bad one in a while. Okay, so what's this girl's name? Lacey. So here's Florida with the palm trees and the hot sun. And you can see Florida down here. Yep, my father's in Florida right now. He's a snowbird. He flies to Florida every winter. And he has a lot of money, Lucky guy. Okay, so let's see. Heather's friend Keely lives in New York. What is the weather like? In the fall, it is cool and breezy. Sometimes there are storms with wind and rain. Storms can damage the trees and land. I would say the weather in New York is a lot like the weather here, because New York, I believe, is part of New England. All right, so here's our friend Keely. Here's New York City with all the big buildings, skyscrapers, the breezy weather, and fall trees. And here's New York on the map on the East Coast where we are. We're over here somewhere. And here's New York. New York. All right. Oh, in the breezy fall weather, she's wearing a sweatshirt, to keep warm. Weather in the USA. Oh, look, she finished her poster. Okay. Cold and snowy, warm and rainy, hot and dry, hot and sunny, hot and foggy, warm and muggy, cool and breezy. There are many different kinds of weather in the United States. Heather's poster is full. She is ready to show her class. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, let's see what we remember from the story that we just read. Heather is making a poster about different what? What did she make? Oops. Okay, hold on here. What is she making a poster about? Different cold? That doesn't make any sense, right? Different dry? That doesn't make any sense. Different warm? Nah. Different tornadoes? Linguistically, it makes sense, but that's not what she's making the poster about. Different weather? Indeed. Yep. She's making a poster about different weather. Heather's making a poster about the weather. Heather weather. I just can't. I love rhyme. Okay, so in the winter, it is what in Colorado? Do you remember? Is it rainy in Colorado? Is it snowing in Colorado? Ooh, let's see. All right, in the winter, it is weather in Colorado, tornadoes in Colorado, dry in Colorado, warm in Colorado. Warm in the winter? I don't think so. Cold in Colorado, you bet. It's really cold. They have great skiing there. You guys have been skiing? Downhill skiing? Or sledding? Snowboarding? They have great, all of that. They have great sledding, snowboarding, and skiing in Colorado. In the spring, it is hot and what in Arizona? Probably not hot and wet, okay? Probably not hot and muggy. All right, so in the spring, it is hot and dry in Arizona. It's a dry heat. Okay. Sometimes there are what in Texas? The stars shine bright on a clear blue night, deep in the heart of Texas. All right. I think I don't know. That's a song from Texas. I'm not sure if this is their national anthem or not. I have no idea, but I know that song. All right. Sometimes there are what in Texas? Dry in Texas, weather in Texas, warm in Texas, cold in Texas, tornadoes in Texas. Yes, in Texas, just like in Kansas. NTM, NTM, it's a twister. It's a twister. Okay, that's another name for tornadoes, twisters. Twister. Oh. In the fall, it is what and muggy in Florida. Let's see. Let's find out. In the fall, it is not dry in Florida. Florida is a very muggy state. So it is not cold. It doesn't get cold too often in Florida, as far as I know. It is warm and muggy in the fall in Florida. They're so lucky, huh? But they don't get the different colored leaves like we do in Florida. All right. Okay, here's a different page. What is the main idea and what are the main idea and key details of the story? Who is the main character in this story? Is it a brother? Eric? Heather? Who talks about the weather? It's Heather. Heather. Indeed. All right, let's see. What is this story about? Is it about Heather making a poster about different weather? Heather is learning about the solar system? Heather is visiting a weather station? Actually, that'd be a cool thing. It'd be a cool field trip, huh? Yes, she's making a poster though about the weather, right? Heather's weather. Thank you, Miss Computer. Now, if I were Heather, that's what I would have put as a title on my poster. Heather on the weather or Heather's weather. Okay. All right, let's see. Events. Now we need to sequence the events, put them in the right order, okay? And that has to do with, well, sequencing is part of time, telling the time, which I like to. On in class. All right, first, what happened first in the story? Let's find out. All right. Okay, so first, Heather is ready to show her poster to the class. Heather is working on a poster for about weather for school. In winter, it is cold in Colorado. Well, the first thing that happened is that Heather has to make the poster before she can show it, right? So, alrighty then. Next, what happens next? Oh yeah, okay. So before she was ready to show her poster in class, the story talked about in winter where Heather lives, it's cold. In winter it's cold in Colorado where Heather lives. So I believe they were talking about that next in the story. And then last in the story, at the end of the story, oops. At the end of the story, she is ready to show her poster to the class, Heather's Weather. Okay, what is an important idea or lesson that we learned from this story? Let's see. Weather is what makes the Earth rotate. I don't think so, but let's try it anyways, just for kicks. The box is red, so that means it's wrong. I don't know if you could hear the sound, but my buddy Nick would be laughing right now if he heard the boing. All right, let's see. Let's see. Bad weather only happens in Florida. Nope. There are many different kinds of weather in the United States. Oh yeah. Alrighty. I don't think they can say the same in England. What do you think? All right, Cornerstone friends, and that's it for this story. Next, we're going to play a time game, so hang in there. Okay, this is a kind of a neat game. I sent you the link to this site so you can play it yourself. This is called Play Ball. All these fabulous prizes can be yours if you play ball. All right. That comes from an old movie called Johnny Dangerously. But I digress. Okay, so based on this clock, this analog clock, what time will it be in 4 hours? So we have to project into the future. Okay. So what time will it be in 4 hours? So let's see. If we go 4 hours ahead, like into the future, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll be 8 o'clock. So let's click on 8. Submit. All right. I turned the sound off because you probably can't hear it anyways. All right, so now we get to hit the ball. So let's go. Hit it. Hit it. Ah, I missed it. Try again. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Ah, I missed it again. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Yes. Home run. All right. All right, let's try another time problem. Based on this clock, what time will it be in 6 hours? 6 hours ahead. Let's count. From 3 o'clock, we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 hours ahead will be 9 o'clock. Woohoo! We get to hit the ball again. And I hit it this time, and I got another home run. Yeehaw! These players all look so happy, too. All right. Let's see. Based on this clock, what time will it be in 2 hours? Okay, so the small hour hand is on the 5. So if we count 2 hours ahead, 1, 2. See that 7? That's 2 hours ahead from 5, so it would be 7 o'clock. Ah, I missed the ball again. Yay, here it is. Yeehaw! Home run! All right. Based on this clock, what time will it be in 10 hours? Whoa, 10 hours away. So let's see. 10 hours into the future. Let's count. 10. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 hours ahead from 2 o'clock is 12 o'clock. All right. Submit. Let's play ball! I missed it again. There you go. Yeehaw, home run. Uh-oh. Okay, drag and drop each answer into the correct box. Okay. All right, so 6 o'clock ahead by 3 hours. That would be 6, 7, 8, 9. Which one says 9? That's right, this one. Boink. 12 o'clock ahead by 5 hours. Okay, that's going to be 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Which one says 5? There we go. Boink. 3 o'clock ahead by 1 hour. So 3, 4. Okay. So 3 o'clock plus 1 hour is 4 o'clock. Which one says 4? That's right here, 4. 1 o'clock plus 9 hours. Okay. So that's going to be 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. All right. 1 o'clock plus, did I say 2 o'clock plus 9 hours? 1 o'clock plus 9 hours is 10 o'clock. Correct. All right. Got a home run again. All right. Let's play one more round. Oh, now we're playing for the blue team. Okay, isn't that cute? All right. Drag and drop. I guess we were going back and forth between red and blue. All right. Drag and drop each number in the correct box. 2 o'clock plus 4 hours. 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Which one says 6 o'clock? You're right. It's this one. Okay. 7 o'clock plus 3 hours. 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Which one says 10 o'clock? Yep. 5 o'clock plus 4 hours. That would be 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. All right, so which one says 9 o'clock? You're right, this one. 7 o'clock plus 5 hours. 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Right here. Let's play ball! Home run. All right. Okay, that's all we have time for today, Cornerstone friends. And next comes the song. Stay tuned. Okay, my Cornerstone peoples, here's an old Creedence Clearwater Revival song for you. was just a little boy, stand up to my daddy's knee. Sonny said, don't let the man get you, do what he done to me. 'Cause he'll get you, boy. Ha. And I can remember the 4th of July, running through the backwood bay. And I can still hear my old hound dog barking, chasing down a hoodoo bear. Born on a bayou, born on a bayou, born on a bayou. Good Lord, born on a bayou. I wish I was back on the bayou, rolling in the Cajun scene. Wishing I was on that freight train, just a tumbling on down to New Orleans. Born on a bayou, born on a bayou, born on a bayou. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Born on a bayou. And I can remember the 4th of July, rolling through the backwood bay. And I can still hear my old hound dog barking, chasing down a hoodoo there. Born on a bayou, born on a bayou, born on a bayou.